Hello, welcome to the stream. Just need to give it a second. There we go. Things are working. I always have to check just to be sure. Hello, your name. Welcome to the stream. Hold on. Right, get Minecraft up. I am meh today. Your name. You can probably hear it in my voice. I'm not very energetic. How are you? Everything load. There we are. Right. So, last stream. Not sure what it means. What meh? Just sort of middle of the road. Not good, not bad. Yeah, last stream we did this. We did quite a bit here, which is nice. This stream, I was thinking it'd be good if we could focus on doing the bridge. Actually, you know what? I was saying at some point in the last stream, I think towards the end when I did this, I don't like how flat this area is. It's not the best. It isn't very, Right, this is going to sound weird. It isn't very emotive. You'll be listening to the stream, you'll be in your therapy session. Oh, okay, Letty. Yeah, in a way it isn't very emotive. Because it's like, if we picture this area as a village, it's all just going to be flat. It's not going to feel like it has any extra character for things being at different heights and things like that. I don't know, it's just having stuff at different levels, I think, is it's the best thing you can have for a build, especially like a village or something. It just makes it more interesting to look at. So I might raise this little bit up here if I have any more dirt. And I was actually thinking as well, if I don't, I'm going to carve that down and make it more of a valley so it's a bit more level anyway. And then the bridge that we do isn't going to have to be weird and go upwards. So let's just see what we have. I can get rid of most of this stuff out of my inventory, honestly. I'm not going to need a lot of it. So I'll do that while I'm here. No, that's not what I wanted. Okay, no dirt at all. I might bring more wood, actually. I don't know what design I want to do when it comes to doing the bridge. Because the pier, for instance, uses oak and birch, and I think that looks alright. But everything else is just sort of oak planks, and I don't want it to get like too sort of saturated, like having lots of oak logs and lots of oak planks. But at the same time, I don't know if it would be too jarring to have birch or anything like that over here. I mean, I could maybe do spruce. I think past that forest over there, I think, is a spruce forest. Possibly. Anyway, hello Spring, welcome to the stream. I think this should be the center point. So if I do that, and then I come across 3, and I come across 3, what I might do is have it so there's sort of a middle railing. Thinking of it in terms of like an actual architectural thing, like an actual structure, it will need extra support in the middle for it being really big. So that might work. It makes it 7 wide in the middle, 9 in total, which isn't too big. It will fit nicely into that. Well, I'm hopefully going to make it sort of a ravine. It's just sort of lining it up. But I think I'm just going to dig all of it down slightly. And then I'll try and make it look natural afterwards. I don't know. You know, I don't think I've actually looked at the cliff since we finished it. It looks pretty decent. It looks, I will admit, it looks slightly weird that all of that's at one level and then this is slightly lower down, but I think it's good, like I said, to have different levels in it. Thank you, your name. Yeah, I don't know, I might... Sorry, my nose is itchy. I might do something different over there. I could maybe extend that layer out at some point in the future. I don't know, raise that part of the cliff up. But for now, I think it looks alright. I'll just focus on the bridge for a little bit. So, oh, I need another shovel. Of course I need another shovel. The video and the live posted together. So you first went there. To the live, I assume, seeing as you're here. Oh, actually, no, the video. Because it's only a short video. If you did go to the video first, how was it? Did you like it? Right. I think my plan for this... Awesome like always, I'm glad you think so. I'm going to just sort of take out a large chunk of it, go down however many blocks to get level with that, and then once that's sorted out, I'll just sort of mine the rest of it down so it looks a bit more natural. I think that's the best plan. So we're at Y80. And I shall go this way. So that's 80, and it needs to go down, I assume, to something like 64 or 65. It can't be too much lower, but it's also not incredibly close. You can see the height difference when you're standing up there, so... right, let's see. Oh, 73, okay, it's actually only 7 blocks. That's better. Right, I'm gonna go make like 3 shovels and 3 pickaxes. Because, I mean, that's quite a big area. Even if we're only going 7 blocks down, it's still quite a big bit. Right, 3... Actually, no, I'll get away with 2 more pickaxes, because we already have the one that's here. I know it's nearly broken, but it'll be alright. And I'm surprised we don't have any sticks. Right. No. 3 shovels. 2 pickaxes. Oh, no. Hopefully, this isn't going to be a... Of course the sun is going down. Hopefully it's not going to be a really long project. And we'll get to do the bridge. You can probably tell from the title of the stream that I've sort of decided I'm going to allocate the whole time to Minecraft just because I think sorting that out and getting the bridge in place might take some time. And I don't want to have to rush. No, we haven't harvested the farm in a while. So I think I'm going to go harvest the carrots. Because I need some more food and they're ready. I'm very sorry if my energy is completely off in this stream. I'm so tired and I'm just kind of low today. Don't feel fantastic, but it's not like... It's not bad enough that I could sort of justify not streaming, if that makes sense. It's just sort of like... It'll be obvious. I won't be able to hide it, but hopefully it isn't too disruptive. Right, so this is 73, and that is 80, I think. Oof. Anybody have any stories or questions or anything like usual? Because I can't imagine this is going to be a very engaging bit of work. Just sort of, well, not flattening this area out, but, you know, working on it. Thank you, Spring. Right, I think if I just dig down... to 73, and then I'll just do this. Sort of outline the area, and then I know exactly where to go. So I'll mine all of this bit. If I just do that to outline it even more. This is going to be very boring, I apologise in advance. But at least it should save us from having to go on sort of dirt expeditions and stuff later on, when inevitably I'm going to have to fill something else in. As a little update, I've spent a lot of today writing, and the next books that I'm working on, I'm hoping is going to be a really long series with like 10 or 15 books or something in it, and they're all going to be something around 200 pages, so not the longest things in the world. But I think I've just breached page 100 or something like that. So I'm making pretty good progress. But it's entirely possible that that's why I'm so tired. Because it takes a lot of focus to write fiction. Not just in terms of, like, you know, getting yourself to sit down and actually do it. But also just in terms of, like, keeping the continuity. So, making sure everything's, like, it makes sense still. And then on top of that as well, trying to come up with all the ideas and make sure it's engaging and filter things out. But hopefully, in not too long, maybe another month or 2 months or something like that, I'll have another book coming out. Because the last book I released, I think, was in November 2021. So it's quite a while ago now. I mean, by the time this comes out, it'll probably be about 2.5 years since. Not for a lack of writing, just... I wrote so much in that year, I sort of burnt myself out, and then I took more care, if that makes sense, on the other projects, because the books I was doing are like, they're good, but they're also short. At least I hope they're good. So. Ones I'm doing now are some of the longer ideas that I've had, which obviously means it's going to take a lot more effort to do. I don't know how many of you actually care about any of that, but it's something to say. What am I actually... okay, I'm on 78, so 5 layers to go down after this. To be fair, I don't have to do the whole thing. As long as it's outlined where I'm going, I can just do the front bit and then do the bridge, and finish this off at some other point if it gets very boring. Which I might do. Because I don't think anyone particularly fancies sitting here for like another half an hour while I finish it off. Okay, we're finally coming to the end of this bit. Taking so long. Okay. First shovel. Your room's way too hot under the blanket, but kind of cold when you're not under it. Oh, I hate that. That's the worst thing, isn't it, Your Name? That's literally what it's like in just any British summer, I swear, because it's not always the hottest, it's just the stuffiest. So you're trying to exist, basically, and the air around you is just like, no, we're going to be very claustrophobic. Like, people who don't have claustrophobia feel claustrophobic in British summers. It's so bad. To be fair, we're also just not used to heat, so that's another factor. Okay, looks like we're getting to the stone bit now. Which isn't good, because that means it's going to take even longer to mine. Okay, I just had a thought. Crazy thought. And I don't know if I'm going to do it just because it's going to be a lot of work. But what if instead of a wooden bridge, I did it so it was like a natural bridge? So it's just made of stone and dirt, but it's sort of like an epic type of bridge shape. I don't know. I kind of like the idea, but I also don't want to have to go through the effort of doing it, because I know that's going to be really complicated. So, I don't know. Your legs need to be under the blanket. Yeah. It's like, I can't sleep, for instance, if, say, any part of my body is hanging over the bed. So I know some people, I don't know how common it is, but I know some people sleep with that, like, limbs hanging over the side, and it's like, I couldn't do that. That's beyond uncomfortable. Not just because of the feeling of gravity, like, literally pulling on, say, your leg or something if it's hanging over, but it's like, for some reason, if my arm just isn't under the cover sometimes, it's like, no. Sometimes it's alright, sometimes it's like, no. Also, this is really, really annoying here. The fact it's part stone, part dirt, so I have to keep switching back. You know, I should have been working on this when I was looking to get dirt. Because I never thought that I wanted to do this. I think I mentioned it in a previous stream that I might have to. But I never decided on it until earlier today. So, that's really, really annoying. Could have sped this up so much. You can, but you have to be fallen asleep first. Okay, that's fair enough. I think I'm always conscious, like I said, of sort of like the gravitational pull. So if my arm's over the side of the bed, obviously it's going to hang down, and that's uncomfortable. The feeling of it hanging like that. Alright. I think I'm just going to have to take out all the dirt and then do this next layer afterwards. It's going to be way too slow if I do it any other way. How to open a door was funny. I'm glad. I saw your comment on that, Spring. For anyone who doesn't know, I have another YouTube channel where I post sort of just random things, usually gameplay content, but sometimes live action stuff. And I have a short that's about how to, I think it was close the door actually, I'm not sure. Either how to open or how to close a door. And If you like the sound of my dumb humour or something, I recommend go checking out the short, because if I explain it, it'll ruin the joke, but... Oh god, I'm gonna have to get to bed in a second. To be fair, I need another shovel anyway, but... I'd like to finish that layer first, ideally. You go check it out? Cool, thank you, your name. You know, I'm going to try and kill the Senderman, actually. We have the blaze rods that we need to get Eyes of Ender, so we might as well... Oh god. Why did he do so much damage then? Oh, we didn't even get a pearl. Aliens? They are just another enemy in the game. But they can teleport around, basically. They supposedly originate from another dimension. And we need to kill them to get... What they drop helps us to get to that other dimension, basically. So, oh my god, that's so much dirt. Okay, we're not going to have any shortage if we need that in the future. For any project. Right, probably only need one more shovel, won't I? I don't see me needing any more than that. Right. Let's go. Again. It's kind of annoying because it's like, I'm going over there. And this is probably the only time I'm going to be actively going over there, at least for ages, to work on something. So we need the bridge, really, to make it easier. But the bridge only comes once I've done this. Which just feels really counterproductive. Anyway, back to it. Incredibly enthralling task. Can you guys tell that I'm tired just from looking at me? Because I feel like my eyes are half closed. Like, genuinely. Right, one more layer sorted out. First thing weird happened on your channel, your sub count went up to 2,390 and dropped back to 2,370. I've had that as well, Spring, actually. Not as drastic as 20 people. But I run promotions on the channel. And I think what happens is some people watch videos and then they'll be like, oh, this is a good channel, I'm going to subscribe. And then later on, like that, after watching 1 or 2 videos, and then later on they'll rethink that and be like, you know, actually, do I care that much? And just be like, no. Because I've done that. I think everyone does that. So that might just be what it was. You might have gotten a load of recommendeds or something like that, and then people were just like, actually, I don't care. Which, don't worry, I don't think there's any problem with your channel or anything like that. It just happens. It's like YouTube, I think they still do it. They'll randomly check subscribers for different channels and basically see how active they've been. And if they haven't been active for so long, then they might unsubscribe them automatically. So like, if they don't have notifications on or something, or if they just never watch a video, or if they haven't watched any video from the channel, not even the most recent ones or anything, then they might unsubscribe you automatically. Just because it's like, there's no point in being subscribed because you're not doing anything. So it could have been that. Maybe you got a load of new people who subscribed, and then an equal number of people were automatically unsubscribed. I don't know. There's probably a few different explanations for it. But yeah, I wouldn't worry. Oh yeah. Okay, so we're 3 blocks higher than we should be. Thing is, for the design I'm thinking of, I don't think it has to be exactly level, but it's easier if it is. Because I'm going to measure how many blocks are between the first bit where it starts and where it's going to end, and then I'll use that to figure out how curved it's going to be. Because if it was very short, it would just be like that, for instance. But when it's longer, it would be more like this. So it would kind of go to the same height either way, but it's going to take longer to ramp up to that peak height. Because if you do that wrong, then instead of it being curved, it's more sort of triangular, like it just goes up, and then it immediately has to come down again, otherwise it's not going to work. So, even though it isn't the most enjoyable thing, I think I am going to have to keep going, unfortunately. At least another 2 layers or something. 1 block might be alright, but I don't think 2 would cut it. I'll get rid of all the dirt for now anyway, just so that's sorted out. You're not worried about subscribers because your videos get liked and watched anyway, so you get organic fans. That's true. Ooh. For anyone who doesn't know, I mean, it's kind of insinuated, obviously, through the conversation. Spring is a YouTuber. Very good YouTuber, actually. Lots of cookery videos that are very engaging, so if you're interested, go and check out Spring's channel. Go on, Spring, what's the name of the channel for anyone who wants to check it out? I actually might need another pickaxe. I thought 2 might be okay, but I don't think it is. I know for a fact we've been doing this for at least 15 minutes. I remember looking at how long the stream's been on, and I was like, okay, we're 15 minutes in. I mean, we're now half an hour in. This has been a while. I'm worried I'm not being engaging, but I'm so tired. I just can't think of anything to do or say. Like, no funny stories or anything. Do you guys want to hear the story of the one and only time I've ever been in a fight? Physical fight, anyway, not like argument. Because that might be an interesting story. I say it might be, as if I don't even know. Stories are amazing. They sure are, Spring, yeah. Tell us? Okay, your name. So basically, when I was, I think, 12? Must have been 12 or something like that. Not incredibly old. In the UK, just for reference, when you're like 11, you start high school. Which I think is about the same age you start middle school in America. It just kind of crosses over. It's just, I think it's basically the same thing but a different name or something. So that was in the point when I was about 12, because I'm one of the youngest in the school years, based on when my birthday is. I was in year 8. So second year of high school. And basically, I was just sort of minding my business, you know, as you do with friends and things like that. And this is, honestly, this is kind of a problem. It still is a problem, at least around in the area where I live. But all the, like, the new year 7s every single year, the new kids who come into high school, for some reason, they're all really mouthy. Like, they're really sort of, like, they think that they're tough. And they do anything to make people think that they are. And I think it's always been a bit of a problem. It's gotten worse recently. So I just finished sixth form, and I remember some people in my year, the oldest year in the school, were just like, I can't believe these younger kids. But even back then, it wasn't fantastic. And basically, there was this one kid, well, kind of like a group of kids. How's my pickaxe broken already? In this new year, who came up, and they sort of immediately established themselves as being sort of bullies. Not, well, at least to my knowledge anyway, not the type of bullies who like pin you up against the wall and just beat you up and be like, I want your lunch money or anything. Just the types of people who decided they weren't going to be pleasant, like, all the time. Like, they just try to pick a fight with everyone and kind of get on everyone's nerves, if that makes sense. So I ended up, myself and my friends ended up sort of getting caught up in that, because they're the type of kids who just pick on everybody, basically. And they look for who gives a reaction. And my friend did react, essentially. So they were like, okay, cool, we have a target. And then they just kind of kept at it. It wasn't directed at me most of the time. It was mostly directed to my friend, from what I remember. But even so, I was still there, you know. I'm going to go for a diamond pickaxe just because it's slightly faster. So I was still there, and I was still witnessing it all. And it was still annoying me, because we'd just be trying to chill out and talk about something or do whatever, basically. And then these kids would just be like, hello, we are here now, and we're going to be a nuisance. So it still got on my nerves. And it got to the point where we were just like, because we tried just ignoring it, but because they'd had a reaction out of my friend at one point already, and then occasionally they did anyway, they just kind of kept at it. So we basically figured, okay, ignoring it isn't doing anything anymore. So we were just like, right, you know what, we'll insult them back, see how they like it. Which probably isn't the best move. We were just like, we'll try it, because ignoring them didn't do anything at that point. So we were like, okay, right, we're gonna assault them back. So we started throwing insults. And to be fair, nothing really escalated for a while. It was just like, they'd say one thing, we'd say something back, they'd mock our accents or something like that, and it just kind of go back and forth until one of us, as in like one group, just left. But one point, they were just really, really insistent, and my friend was getting really, really annoyed. And we tried to walk away, but before we walked away, I threw one last insult, because I was just like, you know what, they deserve it, I'm doing one last insult. Which apparently wasn't a good idea, because when I turned around, this kid, who, I don't know what he's like now, I don't know him, I haven't seen him in years, but at the time, I wasn't the tallest, or like the most muscular or anything like that, and he was a little on the heavier side. So, I wasn't exactly like strong, I wasn't frail or anything, I was just sort of average, but he was quite sort of muscular. Had quite a bit of weight to him, and he was just like, okay, I'm going to jump on your back now, because I literally turned to walk away, like physically walk away, and he was just like, I'm going to jump on your back. So he jumped on my back, and he took, I think it was his forearm, and he tried to choke me out, but luckily, because he weighed so much more than me, he just sort of like pulled me back. Like, he didn't stay on my back to do it, he just ended up sort of pulling me backwards, so I kind of wriggled out of it. And for some reason, I don't know why it was that specifically. It might have been that he sort of attacked me when my back was turned, that riled me up so much. But whatever it was, I was just like, okay, I've had enough now. So I just turned around and punched him. And I'd like to say I stopped. I didn't stop. I punched him, I think, twice, and then he fell over, and then I was just like, yeah, I'm not stopping anymore. So I just kind of kept punching. Well, to be fair, I wasn't full punching, it was more like palm strikes. Because even then, I was just like, I don't want to properly hurt him. I just kind of want to humiliate him a little bit. So I was basically like striking him with my palm, which I think is... I don't do martial arts or anything, but I think it's like a martial arts type of move. I don't know. It's basically just like a sort of a strong hit, aiming with the very base of your palm, like the wrist, because it's kind of pointy there. So I was like jabbing that essentially. So he fell over after like 2 of those, and then I just kept doing it. So essentially, I walked out of that fight uninjured because I managed to get out of his hold on me. Having, to be fair, I could say beaten him up. It wasn't brutal, but I basically walked out of it having been choked very slightly and having smacked this kid like 10 times. And it was funny, though, afterwards, because I thought it was just going to be a thing of, like, you know, as it is in schools, people are like, oh, there was a fight, and then both sides kind of get, like, riled up, like, you were in a fight, that's cool. And you know, it's like, what started it? But at the time, again, I don't know if it changed or not, but at the time, no one really liked him outside of his friends. Everyone was just like, he's a bit... Because, again, he picked on everybody for no reason, so everyone was sort of a bit like, well done. Like, thank you for doing that, because I would have otherwise. And it was like... I wasn't unpopular or anything like that. I was literally, like, bang on in the middle. I don't think anybody, like, actively disliked me. Or no one was really vocal about it, but I wasn't exactly a popular kid. So, in a way, it just put me on the map for, like, a day or two, because random people I had no idea who they were just, like, high-five me in the hall. They were just like, hey, you beat him up! Well done for beating him up! Which I would find kind of funny afterwards. But... not to condone violence, of course, but... I do think, even now, he did kind of deserve it a little bit. I bet he sees this now, and he's just like, oh. Because I remember a few years later, well, I don't know him now, he approached me, I think it was 2 or 3 years later or something after that, and we kind of just talked about it, and we were both laughing about it, because I didn't, obviously I wasn't aiming to really hurt him, just sort of humiliate him a little bit. So I don't think, I didn't do any lasting damage or anything like that. He didn't really do anything to me. And it was never, like, his bullying and teasing was never aimed directly at me in the first place. I was essentially just protecting my friend, and I got annoyed. So, we kind of just laughed about it in the end. I wouldn't say exactly, like, made up. It wasn't like we were friends afterwards, but it was just like, remember that happened? That was fun. And then we just sort of moved on. So there's no bad blood or anything. And I'm glad there isn't, because I'm not someone who hates, really. But, yeah. That was literally the only fight I've ever been in. At least from what I can remember, anyway. But yeah, moral of the story, don't jump on someone's back. Because they might just punch you. Watch YouTube be like, how dare he tell that story? I'm going to ban his channel now. He condoned violence. How dare he? But yeah, there's that story. Has anyone watching been in a fight or anything like that? Any stories you might want to share? While I hopefully finish this off. It's taking ages. It's been 40 minutes. And I think a good, like, 30 have been spent doing this. And this isn't even the end, either. I might leave, like, the stone walls, but I'm going to bring some of it down so it's a bit more sloped. So it's kind of steep like this, if that makes sense. Over the span of 3 blocks. There's a difference in, like, 6 or 7 blocks of height. I don't know if that means I'm going to build inwards, or if I'm going to mine outwards anymore, but I have to build a bridge first and then see what the path is like. Hello, Claudia, welcome to the stream. I believe this is the very first time... Well, never mind, you're gone. Bye-bye, Claudia's message. I was going to say, this is the very first time you've said anything in chat, and it's disappeared. You can't remember being in an argument or a fight ever, Spring? Really? I'd have thought most people would have at least been in an argument. If not a, Like a minor fight or something at very most. Mm. You know what I've just realised as well? Once I've done this, I'm going to have to mine up this next level and put dirt down. Or I might try to make the ground a bit more interesting, actually. Like, maybe put some gravel and stone down. So it's sort of like a rocky valley. But it can't be anything too crazy. You've had a fight with your brother, but just like wrestling. And because you wanted to train because your dad was teaching you. Okay, that's fair enough. And you're just a very timid and kind person, Spring. How nice for you to be to you. I'm so kind. I'm so humble as well. I'm teasing, don't worry. You are very nice. Except for that time that you gave me a swirly. That was rude. Beat me up for my lunch money, gave me a swirly. I'll never forget that. It's been etched into my mind. It's permanent memory. I am joking. Or am I? Right, that's that finally done. So, I could build the bridge. I just need to make sure that everything lines up. And I should change this to dirt. Actually, what I'll do... I don't have any dirt on me. I'll mine this out very, very quickly. Not the whole thing, just a little bit. So when I put the bridge down, if it goes over these blocks at all, I'm not going to have to dig underneath to change them or something if they're slightly visible. It'll already be sorted out. And then I'll go to sleep, I'll get the dirt, and I'll build the frame for the bridge coming over, I think. So we can finally get onto that. I think it's been like the last 4 streams or something I've been saying, I want to put a bridge there. And it's taken this long to actually get around to doing it. Well, you got in a bad argument with your brother, told your dad you wanted to fight, and he gave you punching gloves and a timer. Really? I mean, I suppose that is one way to get it out. I have heard that things like, sort of boxing practice, and just sort of getting into it is a good way to take your anger out on something. In sort of a healthy way, because you're just turning anger into exercise, basically. You know what, this little bit of grass is really annoying me. Just the way it's sticking out in the middle of everything else when there's just no grass in that bit. You don't really fight after the 2 minutes have passed. I suppose that does make sense as like a method. You get it all out, and then because you've already gotten it out, it's like, no need to fight anymore. Alright. We need one more chest to put above the stone. Oh, wait. Okay, hold on. Can I do this to... Yeah. And then I can do that. Just so it doesn't connect with the extended tools one, which I might not even need anymore. No, you know what? I don't even need this. Oh, come on, give me the chest. There we go. Yeah, that can go in there. Those can go in there. All this can go away. Stick that in there. That can go in valuables. And I need... Let's take like 4 stacks of dirt. Start cleaning your room or your wardrobe and chop vegetables or something if you get angry. It's that's less of a physical way of doing it though, because if I tried to do that, if I tried to cook or something when I'm angry, I'd just be cooking angrily. It wouldn't actually get rid of my anger. It would just be like kind of a distraction, I guess. Right. You know what? I think I've actually mined that in the wrong place for where this was going to go. So I might move that over slightly. And you know, I might make it even narrower. I'll just do 2 and then the 2. I think that lines up a bit better. So, I'm going to need the dirt to do this properly. Basically, I take that. I might bring it closer, actually. A bit closer to the edge. If I just take it as close as I can go. So 1, 2, and 3. That's all in line. And then go from that. How come you got notification for this live twice? I have no idea. I literally don't know. It might have been a reminder. Did you ask it to set a reminder or something? Because it could have been that. And then if I do this... So that continues the fences. So there's no gap, but that's all works out. Now... I don't know how high I want to go. Actually, I need to measure the distance, don't I? Before I do anything else. So... I think this is what I'll have to do. Just make some very, very bad, precarious scaffolding, and then I can count how many diagonal blocks there are. And then I can divide that. So if it's something like 20, then I can be like, oh, well that means if every single sort of step, there's like 2 and then it goes up a bit, and then 2 and then it goes up a bit, then the peak can be like 6 long. So then it's just like, okay, so there's 7 going up in total. If that makes sense. I don't know. Right, so that's over to here. And then I guess that goes on that. I need to fill this in as well, so I'll just do that now quickly. Make sure that this is all flat. Not that it really makes a difference, but you know. Oh, you got it at 1 AM to say that I will be going live. Yeah, that'll be a reminder one then. Just to say, like, hey, this is happening, in case you didn't know, in case you forgot. Oh, whoops. When you were When you were younger, you and your brother liked to wrestle. But your brother liked boxing more. Huh. So it sort of, it tapped into that sort of interest anyway. Right. 2 and 2. So this is all in line now. So, if I say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Okay, that's actually good. 21. Because I think odd numbers work better because of the sort of peak where it has to flatten out a little bit and go down again. I also need a load of slabs. So let's make a load of slabs. Ooh, whoops. Come on. No, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to make 2, so it's divisible by 3, and then I don't have any more planks left over. Right. So it would be like this, and then it would be like this. I think that's probably the best way to do it. Or maybe there'd be more on that as well. Actually, yeah, there we are. That's a bit better. So there's that. So it's all sort of an M shape. Because it's going diagonally and not straight on. So in the middle, And I shall line this out with dark oak logs. Dark oak logs? They're not dark oak. Why did I say dark oak? They're just normal oak. I'll line it with these. Actually, hold on. I think I'll go along like this. Or is that... That might look wrong. The banana smoothie video did better than your other videos. Thanks to me. It probably was not thanks to me. There were like 3 people, I think, on the stream watching that at that point. It's probably just a really good video that just did well on its own in the algorithm. I don't think I'm responsible for that. No, that's wrong. That's very wrong. Right. So there's this, and then it goes up 1 higher. I feel like that's too long. It should probably just go up like that, shouldn't it? But that looks very steep. Actually, no, it can start out like that, can't it? Because it doesn't all have to stay on this. It can just be 2 out for one, and then 2 out for the next. Because with slabs, the beauty is that it's half of a block. That's kind of the point. Right, I'm going to go get these. Because there's quite a lot of materials to just waste immediately. Right. Let's go. My wrist is hurting. Because I've been writing like all day, it's sort of been like that on my laptop. So sitting now and using a mouse is like, my wrist is almost screaming, just like, please, I'll get carpal tunnel if you carry on. But I'm going to carry on anyway, because you know what? It's my wrist, no one else's. It can't tell me what to do. I can tell me what to do. And me tell me not to stop. Stopping bad. Carry on. That's what me says. And me is smart. Me is not dumb. Me is amazing. Right, no, I know I need that. Okay, so this goes over there. I think I'll just have to make more scaffolding later on that I can then use to get rid of this dirt. I think that's the only way I can do it, honestly. So that goes like that. And then along for another 2. But this gets to go up. Whoa, I very nearly just stepped off. I got the complete wrong key. To be fair, I don't even know why I took my hand off the keyboard, but I did. And I suffered for it nearly. Right, so that would be like this. And then there's another 4 at this height. So this is up on this. So we have that going up here. So that's 1M. And then you get another M. And then you get another M slightly higher up. And then another M on the same thing. And then I need to start doing that on the other side, and it will line up. That should be okay. Because it's so gradual, it should have a pretty decent curved effect. And then I can add extra logs underneath as well, so it doesn't look so sort of jagged. I think, anyway. I saw that, Spring. You're saying I'm busy. I am reading chat. There's just nothing that I can engage with. Ow. Right, do you guys ever get this? And to be fair, this might be a slightly gross question, but I'm going to ask it anyway. Where one side of your nose sort of acts differently to the other side. So, like today, this side was really irritated. This side was fine. I don't know what caused that, but is that a thing that happens to everybody? Because for some reason it happened to me. Right. Let's see if I can do this bit. So it's the first M. Like this. Sometimes. Okay. At least it's not just me then. Hello, Claudia. I'm very, very sorry. I don't speak... Is that Portuguese? It's gone anyway. I didn't even have a second to try it. They're both in disagreement with each other. Yeah, basically. Like, say one side of your nose is clear, the other one isn't. Like that. Wait, no. This needs to be higher up. By the way, Claudia, if you're still watching, I didn't mean to do that. I don't... Whatever language that was, I think it was Portuguese. I don't speak it. If you speak broken English, or if you put that through Google Translate or something like that, then we may be able to communicate. I don't know. I assume you can understand English if you're watching the channel. I guess, I don't know. But either way, you don't have to speak in chat. You're always welcome at the stream, regardless. Right. So that goes up. Am I being dumb and thinking of this incorrectly? Because I feel like that's what it does over here. Yeah, it goes up immediately, then it's there for 4, and then it's there for 4, and then it's there for 4. Where it should be. So 1, 2, 3. And then like this. And if I just carry on until it's the same height as over there... No! Okay. If I carry on until I'm the same height as over there... Oh. Those despawned. I've watched them despawn. Oh, I can climb up from that side, can't I? Yeah, then I can figure out the gap. Oh, actually, is it 6? No. It'll be 5, won't it? So maybe that's enough for the moving up type of, like, working on the curve. I don't know. Oh, come on. Let me up the hill, please. I just want to work on my bridge. I should probably work on a little path over here as well, because if I do fall off, it would be nice to maybe have a little spiral path, something like that, but maybe on more steep ground, that I can reliably come up. That would be quite nice. Right, so... those go there. I probably made way too many slabs, but you know what, it's okay. I always need slabs for something. These go over here. This goes higher up. And it carries on a bit further. Right, now with this. So this has the 4, that has 4. These are all like that. So this bit, I guess, is just 5 long. I'm not going to have anything like a little peak in the very middle or anything like that. I'll just carry it all on at this level. So that should look okay. I mean, as a bridge, it functions. Though it doesn't seem very, like, stretched out, if that makes sense. So here, obviously, it starts off quite small and then it gets a lot wider. It kind of feels like this one should be a bit longer and then this top one should be much longer. But I don't know. I'll just... Right, this is going to seem very counterproductive, but I'm going to mine this dirt by placing more dirt, and then I'll mine this on the way back. Because I can't reach it otherwise. I know this is definitely isn't done like this. I want... say like that. I want a bit of wood connecting it, and maybe a little pattern along the side or something, but I just want to make sure that the curve is okay. Because there's every possibility it looks really stupid at the moment. Oh, really? Okay, yeah, no, I need a shovel to do this. From here it looks okay. It might be slightly... That bridge would give you vertigo because of how it goes over the river. I can't fully comprehend how it is because it's like a weird perspective. With it being diagonal and then with that dirt being there and making sort of like a flat wall, it's like I can't get depth perception looking at it. It's really weird. Right. Yeah, I think I only need one shovel. If this has worked, or it hasn't, then... Yeah, even if it hasn't worked, it should be quite easy to fix. If it has, then that's great, but... I might still make one or two changes. It does feel slightly wrong. Like it should start off steeper and then... Like maybe it shouldn't be 4 long, it should be 3 long. And then it should go to 4. And then there's the 5. But it wouldn't be 5 actually, it'd be 6 or 7 at the top. Actually no, I think I'm going to make that change anyway. Because I think... That feels like it would make a more balanced look. I don't know, have a look. Right. Now, annoyingly, I'm going to have to jump down. So, I just want to add these little bits in. Then on that, stick one there, and I'm going to try, probably unsuccessfully, to drop down and place a block on that. Hey, I did it! There we are. So that's done, because I think that's probably needed to stop it from looking very jagged and, well, quite honestly, ugly. Right. Actually, you know what? The dirt bridge might make it impossible to comprehend it at this stage. Okay, so it does look kind of... It looks like it's too perfect, if that makes sense, the segmentation. Hello, Letty. Welcome to the stream. Or welcome back to the stream, really. How was your therapy session? Obviously, you don't have to go into detail if you don't want to. You could just be like, it was good or it was bad. It doesn't look awful. I don't know. It doesn't actually look that bad. It feels like it's sort of too perfectly segmented. It was good. Okay, that's good. I don't know. I'm gonna go get rid of the dirt. It's going to night anyway, so I'll get rid of the dirt and then I'll drop back down, have another look. I did not mean to do that. Yeah, I'll have another look once the dirt's gone. And then I should be able to get a better gauge of it. Actually, you know what? I think what was kind of doing it is these little bits that drop down. So I might put slabs underneath to keep the curved look, and so it's kind of connected to something. I'll try it without first, but I think that could be what it is. Also, I'm probably better thinking about it. Just going to go to sleep now because it's gotten dark very quickly. Yeah, I have a feeling slabs might work a bit better underneath that. I just didn't want it to look sort of blocky. When did I take a screenshot? I did not mean to take a screenshot. When did that happen? Right, okay. Avoid that creeper. Okay, that was not what I wanted. It might be for the best, though, to avoid the creeper properly. That sound, the zombie. Like that. Zombie groan. Which isn't very realistic. I feel like zombie media. You know how they get, like, how, say you get a zombie film, or you get something like Walking Dead. I feel like zombies in that sounds a lot more realistic. It would be more of a like that. It would be way more that type of thing than anything else. Right, I'm going to try adding slabs at the bottom. Because then it's like this. It's connected, there's no just gap. It kind of looks like it has additional support. Excuse you while you lose your mind. Over what? Hopefully not my zombie noise. You know, I'll do this as well. Because it wouldn't make sense for there to just not be any depth to it, right? That sound. What the hell? That, yeah, okay, cool. I'm happy I can freak you guys out, that's nice. Did I do a zombie voice? Oh yeah, I did a zombie voice. I think I could do it quite well. A few days ago, I watched Train to Busan, zombie apocalypse quiet movie. It made you feel sad and you were crying. Yeah, to be fair, whenever I watch Walking Dead and then I see the zombies get killed, it's a bit like, that was a person. But to be fair, it's more when it's like, oh, the character I like just became a zombie. I'm killing you? No. The zombie's killing you. Yeah, I also like the Call of Duty Black Ops zombies as well, though, because they don't do the sort of or anything. They just go like that. They just they just scream at you, like straight up. They just scream, which I've always found kind of funny. I know it became a meme for a while, just like like that, but you know. And I'm gonna take this bit out because I've confused myself where it's actually supposed to be. So, for now, it can go. I need to get... No! I keep doing that. I really need an easy way up here. Because this is just, like, steep. It makes it difficult. And why do I have hiccups now? Actually, to be fair, that's not too bad. That's kind of just a direct staircase up. If your neighbours heard you laughing at 2:45. I hope they didn't. You know what, I can cause trouble. I hope they did. I hope they heard you laughing at 2:45. Now they're questioning what you're laughing at. Or who you're laughing at. And in what context. Right, let's get rid of this. Just to freak you guys out some more. Because I'm so cool. Like that. I just had a thought. It absolutely exists somewhere, doesn't it? Zombie eating you ASMR. That exists somewhere. That exists somewhere. No, I'm not gonna make it. Maybe I'll make it. No, I won't. Maybe. No, I won't. No, maybe. No. Yes. No. Yes. No. Yes. No. No. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe that could be an April Fool's video. We are coming up towards April. That'd be a really good April Fool's video, actually. So real quick, can I make the sound again? Okay. But I'm seriously questioning if this is... what this is. And why. And how. I'm going to check my bridge before I do anything else, Letty. Okay, that doesn't look any different. I think it looks slightly better. But I'm going to need fences on the top. But the problem with it being diagonal, actually, is the fences aren't going to make it look great. Like, they'll just be sort of like little pillars. There you go. Oh, I'm questioning it so much, Letty. I didn't know Zombie King is a real thing. And why am I affiliated with it now? Why am I affiliated? Why did that have to happen? Why can't I just make a zombie noise and that be appreciated for what it is? No, I literally don't care. I'm going to make fun of you, though, but I don't care. Right, what do I do for this? Because I need to add some type of support on it. But I don't think fences is going to cut it very much. So, I don't know. I just had a thought of what I could do to add to my zombie impression. Add some biting sounds. Like say, you know when you watch a zombie movie, and there's like that zombie that's through the window? So it's sort of like leaning in and trying to get somebody, so the entire time it's just going like that. Trying to add that into the zombie growl. Is that even possible? Actually? Hands up who thinks I should try it. You can always clip it. You can always clip it. You can... I'm disturbed. I'm perturbed. And I'm unable to think of another rhyme. Right, so what I mean with the fences, if you don't understand, is it will look like this. So these aren't fences, basically. You can just walk between them. These are basically stalactites, or I can't remember which one comes up from the floor, but either a stalagmite or a stalactite. It's just a little pole. So the only way that I can go around... You do appreciate this why you asked for it? Okay, fair enough. The only way I can get around that issue is maybe if I do something like that. But I don't know how that would look. So you get this, you get this, you get this. Get that. I'll just make some more fences. I'm going to need them at some point anyway, so even if I don't use them for this. Right. Oh, whoops. Nope, that's... all I want to do is that. That's it. I don't know why that was such a struggle. Right, so I can do this. Actually, no, I won't do the... I won't do this a little bit for now. Because while I do like trying to make sure it connects, I don't think it's actually necessary. So this can go along like that. And then so can this. And so on and so on and so on. Because there has to be fences, right? But the only other option is that I bring it inwards so it doesn't mess with the outside. But that loses me, like, half of the walkway. So I don't think I'll do it in the middle bit, because there don't have to be fences there. But I'd still lose some of the walkway. And I want there to be a line of oak, because like I was saying, it sort of... It makes the illusion that there has to be supports. Right, let's do that. And then this. Like this. Because I'm cool like this. You're gonna You're gonna skip the stream back, you'll be back in a few minutes. Okay. I'm now officially disturbed. I'm joking. Kind of. Partly. First time ever you just watched an ad on the live stream. See, they are running Spring. But for some reason, I guess they're less common for you. Though actually, to be fair, I don't even know if it's guaranteed when I'm told that an ad's going to run on the stream. I don't know if it's guaranteed that anyone, like, always sees it. Because it could be, if there's one person viewing, every single opportunity they're going to see an ad. And if there's 5 people, then they see it less often, but it's the same amount overall, if that makes sense. Oh, hello, chainmail zombie. But I assume it's just a thing of, like, in every... When did my boots break? In every sort of half an hour of watching a stream, you're likely to get one. I assume it's something like that. Right, So I assume the fences kind of helped. You've had like 2 or 3 ads on today's stream? Oh, okay. I guess Spring's weird then. Okay, that does help. That doesn't look bad, actually. At least from over here. I'll check from underneath and see if that overhang is slightly strange. Because if it is, then I'll just have to bite the bullet and lose some of the walkway. But that's doable. It's just not ideal. Right. Actually, it kind of looks cool from underneath. It's got a weird sort of 2-layer look to it. If that makes sense. That looks alright. I don't mind it. Okay, I think that's what I'll do then. I'll just very quickly test out having them on those corners as well, because that might help make the curve look more pronounced. And then once we understand that, it's doing the exact same thing on the other side. And joining it up in the middle. And then we'll have a full bridge. How are we an hour and 20 minutes in? It's taken us this long to mine out a bit of a cavern and then make a bridge that isn't even done. By the time I finish the bridge, we'll be like 2 hours in, won't we? That's actually kind of worrying. Why is it taking me this long to do? I guess I'll do that bit as well, just so it connects. It's been almost a year since your channel was monetized. You earned almost nothing. Yeah, I've always found it really strange that YouTube raised the stakes to get the channels monetized, and then they just barely pay anything. For anyone who doesn't know, when you run an ad on your video, bearing in mind that people see ads on YouTube because they've decided to click on a video that they're interested in, that a creator has made. So the only reason that they're seeing that ad in the first place is because they've seen a video that a creator, not YouTube, a creator, has put on the channel, put on their channel, and has come up on their For You page, recommended or something. So that's the only reason you see it. Yet the creators get 55% of ad revenue. So if an advertiser pays something like, for the sake of simplicity, $1 for their ad to be shown, the creator gets a tiny bit more than half of that, and YouTube takes the rest. Like, I get that they're the platform displaying the ad, and you wouldn't be seeing an ad otherwise, but it's like, that's a big cut, considering that no one at all is going to be watching that ad if it wasn't for the creator existing, and, like, that content being made. I've always found it really strange. Anyway, that looks slightly better, I think. It still kind of looks blocky, but I think that's kind of unavoidable. So. But yeah, on that topic, if you want to help me, if you want to help me with supporting the channel and stuff, aside from watching ads, then I have memberships and I have supers on the live streams. My cheapest membership, my bronze one, for 99 cents or 99 pence, offers early access to every video I upload. And with super chats and things like that, you can, for however long it is, it varies depending on how much you donate, you can have a message on the stream for a while. Right, what was it I was saying before about changing these? Because I think... So this goes on for 4, like that. Actually, yeah, no, that's not going to be possible, is it? Because I do 2 and then 2. It would have to be a 1 and a 1 for a while, like this, and then stop. But that means raising everything, so that's quite a bit of work to do it. I think it's okay. Take care, Your Name. Have a good sleep. Right. This is going to get kind of annoying to have to do. But if I can reach anyway, I might just have to do this. Oh, hold on. Is that what I need? Yeah, that's kind of what I need. Your Name was an awesome anime. I've never seen it. I really should have seen it, but I haven't. But I haven't really seen anything. Like, you could be like, hey, have you seen this big movie? No, the answer's no. Just straight up, the answer is no to everything, basically. It was a New Year's resolution for me to watch way more movies because I'm just so bad at knowing pop culture. Alright, hold on. That is a log. That is a oop. That's an oop. So now I need a log to go up there. Right? That? Yeah, that's right. So this goes on here. I think I can get rid of this little path now. And I might be able to do it from that correct height. It's just I can't reach from under here. Right, so that goes along, and then this goes along to here. 1, 2, 3. These go. And then it's like that again. It's really awkward trying to figure it out as I'm going along, but I think I'm getting used to it. Oh, I'm at the top bit. That was quick. I actually did not realise I was already here. Okay, so that, and then like this. And I'll just leave it like this. There's not going to be a railing. It'll just sort of be a little barrier. Because I think that's kind of nice. It makes it slightly more interesting to look at. Even if not much. And now I've got to do the exact same thing this way. So 1, 2. Eesh. I don't even know what that noise was. Sound of a zombie. I don't know if you're just teasing me now, Latu, or not. I'm actually slightly concerned that I don't know if you're being serious. Let's forget about it. Let's forget about it. Zombie me. Politely requesting to forget about it. Don't you forget about me. Where does this go? Am I missing one? Am I being a dum-dum? I'm missing one, or... No. That's this. Yeah, okay. Never mind. Chokes on air. Haha. You're a fool, Letty. Don't know, I felt like... I just quelt. I quelt like quoting Voldemort. No, I felt like quoting Voldemort then. I don't know why. Here's another thing I do quite frequently. And I have no idea if it's normal or not. I quite frequently just quote things, like characters or movies or something like that, with like a proper impersonation of it. I assume that's probably more normal than anything else that I do. But I would like to confirm that. Because I will just sometimes... I'll be sitting on my own, and then I'll just... literally just be chilling, and then I'll just go, clearly, fame isn't everything. Is it, Mr. Potter? Like that. It's just like, why did I do that? I don't know. I just did. I just felt like it. Right, if I put these in the middle of every single one, then that might... Oh, actually, where's the middle? Oh, okay. Why am I so just inept at this? I can't do anything in this game without seemingly falling. at least, at the very least, there's just water below me. I was just trying to figure out where the middle is, because it's not on the outside, it's on the inside there. That's all I wanted. Where is it on that bit? Okay, it's just on top of that bit. Boop. Okay, time to sleep. And then, hopefully, very quickly finish the other side. Because now I know exactly what I'm doing. I think, to be completely honest, I think most of the time that I've spent working on the bridge has been spent going down into the river to have a look at what the shape was like. But now I know what I'm doing. It should be easier. At least I sincerely hope so, otherwise it's going to be a while. Why are there 3 Endermen right next to each other? Dude. I'd go for them if there weren't, like, spiders as well, because obviously they don't burn. And a creeper. Chasing me. You know what, I'm actually quite liking this bridge. I wasn't 100% certain on it, but I think it's working. How long have I been building this? Well, I started carving this bit out to try and make it level with over there. I think about 10 minutes into the stream. So about an hour and 20 minutes in total, and then the bridge has been a good sort of half an hour so far. Like, it's been a while. I would say I'm ashamed that it's taken so long, but it's kind of to be expected, really, at this point. The entire thing is like the whole world. Oh god, I think in the debut stream that I did, I played Minecraft. And this is number 18 of, like, the just chilling ones, but some of the subscriber specials as well have come into Minecraft. So I think maybe over something like 15 streams, I've spent at the very least an hour in this game doing it all. So it's been quite a bit. I'm hoping it's really starting to come together now. Because it'd be slightly annoying if all this time later it's still just like, okay, what's the point of this? Like, what are we actually doing? Why? Thank you. Bye-bye. Right. I think if I just get this frame out for where these go, but that's wrong. For the oak logs and everything, then the rest of it should fill in pretty easily on its own. The only problem with this bridge, thinking about it, is what that skeleton just demonstrated. Under there isn't going to be lit up. So I might have to make that a cliff as well. So that... Because, I mean, if anything's in the water, then it's not going to burn regardless. But that may have to be a cliff. Just so that nothing can sort of hide down there. Because can you imagine if I was just like... I jumped into the river and a creeper had just decided to stay down there or something. Or I was getting sniped by a skeleton. Like, that would really be not fun. So I might have to do that at some point. And to be fair, I have quite a lot of stone now, so it shouldn't be a problem if I just have to do a tiny, tiny cliff there. It might even outline the river quite nicely. Please fix the hashtag in the description and Dingo Blue. Okay. I'll try to remember. Wait, hold on. Oh yeah, no, it just goes directly on that, doesn't it? Yeah, that's right. And then there. And that's it, I think. I just need to get rid of all the dirt. And put the logs in, and then fill in the slabs. Then the fences and stuff like that, but that's not going to take a long time. This is good. We're getting pretty close. I like that side took so long, and now this side's literally been like 3 minutes after I said I was going to get on with it. And I've gotten the frame in. Right, okay. So... yeah, now it's just doing this. Which isn't difficult. And obviously I know exactly what I'm doing, because I'm a professional. I am a professional. A very professional worker. And my work is always done at high quality. Which is good. Very good. Right, and then... I'll just build it from the other side. Try posting shorts. I've thought about that, but the only problem is with doing shorts is I'm not sure how it would work for my type of videos. Because YouTube classes a video as a short if it's less than... what's it called? A minute, right? So 60 seconds. I think if it's slightly over 59, it might not even be counted. I don't know. So... oh, I'm out of slabs. It kind of... yeah, it's a slightly difficult thing. I'd like to do it, because I know it helps in the algorithm. It's just if I can have the ideas of things that fit into that. I like that you're just like consulting me, like loads of advice. So try this, it'll help. It's much appreciated, Spring. Right, that's that. Oh, when did I run out of fences? Because I didn't notice that happen like, at all. Doesn't matter, I guess. Just, you know, I don't need that many sticks. That should be fine. That'll be it, won't it? I'd be surprised if I need any more than that many fences, actually. I probably made way too many? No, made way too many. But it's alright. Your singing videos got decent views. But you chose cooking as your niche. You could always maybe make another channel that's dedicated to singing. Because I know the algorithm's slightly iffy about channels that do multiple things. Which is annoying, because my main channel's like whole purpose is I could just post whatever I want. Well, that's the intention anyway. So... but yeah, I know that the algorithm is a little bit iffy about doing stuff like that. So that could be something you look into, maybe. You can't focus on two. You'd have to upload regularly. I'd probably, like, to be fair, this channel, I post every single day. But it's also content that I can do in less than half an hour, pretty much guaranteed, from the point I get the ideas to actually making it. With the main channel, it's like, okay, I need to find a game that I'm going to play. I need to record it, which is like half an hour in itself. And then it's like 2 or 3 hours of editing. So it's difficult to find the time to do that, but with singing, you can just... There are lots of songs that you just sound good singing naturally, if that makes sense. Just do a quick cover or something, or like a section of the song. Right. Do, and you. Now add these in. Oh, you know, actually, I made the perfect amount of fences. I really thought I made too many. You got a copyright claim even though you gave them full credit. Yeah, that happens a lot as well. It's like my videos get limited even though it's quite inconsistent. Some of the spicy videos that I do, YouTube's like, no, that's not okay. But then sometimes with a very similar premise, it's like, yeah, that's fine. So it's like, YouTube's quite inconsistent with some of that stuff. But you should be able to file a counterclaim against a copyright claim or anything. You should be able to. I mean, I had to do that for a stream I did about a month ago, and I still haven't heard back from it, but... As long as you cite the laws of fair use and things like that, then it's usually pretty easy to get it appealed. It's just down to if they ever look at the thing. I think you have 90 days. If they don't say anything within 90 days, then it's automatically removed. Because they can't make a claim and then just not back it up. Also, don't mind me being on fire. It's fine. Anyway, this bridge is looking really good. I like it. It's not perfect. Like, this sticking up is a bit sort of iffy. And it's making me consider putting fences in. But the problem is, obviously, I can't link them. But aside from that, I quite like it. It's nice and sort of, like, wide. But it's not really, really wide that it looks stupid. People do covers and proper studio recordings, yours were just on phones. Yeah, it's a really inconsistent system. Which is so annoying, but it just is. You have a script... Script? Why can't I say words today? Why did I say script? The script that you think I would do a good job on? Oh yeah? Is it zombie related by any chance? Let me guess. Your boyfriend gets infected in the zombie apocalypse. That's the premise. Am I close? No, you silly goose? Okay. Never mind. Never mind. Right. I quite like the bridge. It's nice. I think it could have more of a curve to it. But I don't know how I do that. I've sort of made it difficult on myself by making it diagonal. Because if it was, like, straight, I could use stairs, and... Well, actually, yeah, just having stairs and not having to do sort of these weird corner things to get the fences to work, like, that would just make it so much easier in the first place. But... it's okay. So I've got this. So I'll just work on mining this out and replacing it with dirt, and then... maybe I'll try and sort these sides out. Because I want that to sort of scale up very slightly. I think we have time for that in this stream. And then the next one, I have no idea what to do. You have hundreds of scripts in your head as well, Spring. The one time you ask for a sound and I use it against you. Well, yeah, obviously, because you were like, zombie noises. Obviously, I'm going to use it against you when it's zombie noises. I don't think most people would blame me for that, you know? Right. I actually have no idea what the next project is going to be for this. Because most of the time, for the last, like, 4 streams or something, it's just been like, okay, I'm working on the cliff face, and I'm working on landscaping and cutting down some of these trees, and then I'm going to make the bridge. And now I've done it all. So it's like, am I going to start Well, actually, no. I need to take down more trees, don't I? Really. And continue some of that landscaping around the, around on that side. Because while this is all sorted out, there isn't. Like, I might try and carve that hill out to look more like that one. So it's a bit less steep. And maybe add some smaller cliffs in, because I kind of like that as like a motif for the entire island. And then once all that's sorted and I've sort of mapped out where things can go, then I'll put the foundations in for where buildings and, say, fountains and stuff are going to be. But yeah, we might actually be able to sort of start mapping some of that stuff out, which would be nice. I don't know. Because in a few ways, it'll be nice, I don't like a nice change of pace to just be like, okay, we'll start building some of the houses and like maybe a fountain and like a trading market or something. But at the same time, if we sort out all of the land and we get all these major things like the bridge and the pier and things like that sorted out, then it's like now we can look at it from above and map out where things are going to go when we have the whole thing. I don't know. I'll decide on something at some point. Maybe just go where I feel like going. And you have to watch anyway, no matter what I do. Ha 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 ha. That's a zombie laughing. It's the best I can do for a zombie laughing. Right. This has taken a surprisingly long time just to take out one layer. I thought that would be done in like 2 minutes. I think that was about 3 or 4. Alright, is this enough dirt? Actually, probably not. I think I need about 3 stacks or something minimum. Is that smart because I tried to do a zombie laugh thing, Letty? I've got some more dirt there, actually. But I don't think that's going to make it enough to finish it off. Yes, it was. Okay, great. Might need 2 stacks. I'd like to think that's just 1 stack, but I'm usually wrong about these things. So, hello, Layla. That's okay. I don't mind that you're late. You have to learn Latin for your exam on Thursday. Oh, that's difficult. At least to me, that's difficult. I mean, it might not be too bad if you've obviously been taking the class, but I'm just like, oh, Latin? Okay, that's a language I have no idea about. So right. Oh, my inventory's full of random things. Don't need you. Don't need you. That can go in there. 2 stacks of dirt. And that should finish over there off. At least the floor. And I've got to do those walls as well. I mean, I would like to make that into another cliff. And I definitely have the dirt to fill it in. So I might do that as well. I don't know. Because even though I started the stream really, really tired and depressed, I've gotten so much more energy right now. So I wouldn't actually mind going for another half an hour or something. And I would kind of like to make up for not being able to stream on Sunday. It's like yesterday's stream was nearly 3 hours or something. And if this one's like an extra half an hour long, then it kind of makes up for it. Before you say anything, I know I don't have to. But I'd like to. Because I like spending time with you guys. Even if you are hot for zombies. Letty. Not to call you out, but Letty. Right. I have 2 approaches to this, actually. I can fill this end bit in and sort of raise it up layer by layer, or I can mine this out. I think I'm going to have to climb up to see. What did you do, Letty? I'm just calling you out again for the zombie noises. It's going to be a running joke now. Like how Rin bullies me. This is going to be a running joke. The text you have to translate are horrible because they're perverted. Really? Oh, that's rough. Random. But yeah, that's not fun. Right. If I just do this, I sort of mine back. You're gonna leave. Oh yeah, Letty? Yeah. Really? After that? I will actually stop bullying you now. Unless it comes up organically. Right. So, if I mine this out slightly, in a few different directions... So, you know, not to the point where it's like... I have to mine it all the way down. How dare you use your likings against you? I'm sorry. The power I feel is infinite. You're getting sleepy? May you go to sleep. You can go to sleep at any time you want, Spring. I'm not holding you hostage. You don't have to be here for the entire stream. Yeah, I'm not going to have to mine this all the way down. I'm just going to try and make it so it's sort of staggered slightly. Even if it is kind of steep. I mean, ideally it won't be very steep, but it might be slightly. You got your English exam back and it wasn't that good? I'm sorry, Layla. You're holding yourself hostage, Spring. Okay, I see. Maybe I should, like, use that to my advantage or something. I don't know. I don't know how, but if every time I stream you have to be there, then I can use that for evil. Not that I would, of course. Wink, wink. Nudge, nudge. Ow. Okay, that's not what even I tried to click. I tried to click my thumb, I clicked my wrist. That's not how that works. Why would you do that to me? Joints, please. Right. This might take some time, actually, thinking about it, so... I don't know your likings, so I can't use anything. Cooking! Cooking! Singing! Cooking and singing! Haha! And spicy videos, apparently, as well. I know something, Spring. And soon I will know them all. Mwahaha. Mwahaha. Hee hee hee. My laughs are different depending on my mood. Alright, I'm going to have to move this slightly back, otherwise it's going to end up being a big wall, which is literally what I'm trying to fix, so... If I do that, and then this. I don't mind if these side bits are steep, I just don't want this bit over here to be that steep. So... I'll probably do it so it's like... Oh yeah, actually, this is what I'll do it like this. So the sides sort of cave down as well, so it sort of all funnels into a narrow path that leads up from this sort of clearing. I think that makes sense. So I can sort of dig down like this. And then if I replace these painstakingly, every single block of stone with dirt, just so I remember exactly where they are, it should look like a natural glassy? No? Grassy slope. Not a glassy slope. Yeah, that works. It's kind of hard to see when it's all dirt and it hasn't turned to grass yet, but that kind of works. And then if I do the exact same thing over here as well... I think this will work. In my head, it makes sense as a plan, but then it's like, in actuality, I don't know. I might just be stupid and do something wrong. The villain voice? I have two things against you now, Letty.
I can be a villain.
Well, zombie villain. How would I do... How... Deep zombie voice is not very possible, but I can try. I can try deep zombie.
The power of deep zombie voice. He. Giggle, giggle. I've found my infinite power. He.
I have found my infinite power. Ho ho ho. Ha ha. Giggle giggle.
You know what's funny, and I like to think about sometimes? You know when you hear voice actors, like in anything they're in, say a game or like a cartoon or something like that, but you hear a voice actor, and you can hear that a line is really sort of strained or it kind of sounds like a weird delivery. Just trying to imagine what their face looks like when they're doing it is kind of funny. It's like those videos of Tom Hanks doing like impersonations of when Woody like falls down something in Toy Story, because he's just there going and it's just like trying to imagine like his face. Like, is he actually going like ah or something like that, or is he just stood there sort of like blank face just going ah hee hee hoo with this really animated voice? I think it's quite funny. I'm just trying to picture it all. Also, why has that side not worked as well as this side has? Like that whole gradual look. You guys good? There's a bit that's confusing for you. Oh yeah, sorry Layla. This is very much an inside joke from the stream. We basically discovered earlier on, because I can't remember why I did it, but I did a zombie impression. We discovered that Letty likes zombie impressions, like a lot, like too much. So, and that just got me thinking about voice acting. I've said it already, Letty, I'm sorry. I'm not sorry, actually, you know what, it's kind of funny. See, I'm not bullying you. I'm informing Layla. That's all I'm doing. I'm informative. Nothing more. It is done.
It is done. It is finished. I'm sorry to say, but it is complete. The power of the sun in the palm of my hand.
Random Doc Ock reference for you. So I felt like it. Can anybody do any like good character impressions or anything? Just out of pure interest, because obviously you can't demonstrate, but can anyone do any good impersonations of characters? Because I feel like I can do a somewhat decent, what's his name? Stewie from Family Guy. It's like a, yeah. Rupert, can you do a good impression, Rupert? Yes, he can. I think he can. It's like that. I think. I haven't watched it in a long time. Alright, you know, I think I'm changing my strategy here. I'm going to have to sort of... Oh, whoops. Do it like this, and then I'll make it steeper. Because I like the idea of it being sort of steep like that along the sides. But... I don't know. Right, if I do this as well, if I just change this bit to dirt. And then... See, that looks okay. It's just this bit's quite messy. So I think I'm going to dig it back further. I'll push it back in. So it's more of a... sort of a flat wall, and then I can work with that. I feel sad because my voice acting is better than yours. Do you do voice acting as a hobby, Letty? Because I technically do it professionally because I do audiobooks. So don't feel bad about it. Like, it is a thing that I have to do quite regularly. Because I do character voices for audiobooks. Alright, I think this looks slightly better. If I replace most of this stone with dirt, then it'll look alright. Actually, not push all of this back in slightly. It's really hard to do because, like, when I was doing the cave, I was mining everything. But this, I have to mine it in a very specific section. It makes it so much more difficult to try and comprehend where everything goes and what it's going to look like. And it's at an angle. So I'm probably going to have to sort of redo this in the future. Probably, anyway. I might not bother. Just to annoy your friends and scare your child. Fair enough. Ah. Well, that was weird. My neck, like, twitched. That was really strange to feel. Yeah. That might have been because I was doing the deep voice for ages, I don't know. Right. I'm gonna have to mine into the wall that way. That's probably gonna make it look a lot more natural when I do that. My phone is buzzing. I don't know if you can hear that. You probably can, right? Because my microphone's quite close to it. I'm not sure how steep this is going to come out. I might have to sort of mine it back a bit further. Because this isn't too crazy. But, I don't know. Actually, no, if I put... Yeah, no, I will mine that one out. And I'll have to mine into that wall as well. I think that's unavoidable. This bit can be slightly steeper around the very edge, but imagining what it's going to be like when I incorporate this bit as well, the middle section can be a little bit flatter. Right, if I do this, make that dirt. Okay, that's... I think that's sort of working out. It's dealt with that side mostly, and I just got to deal with that side. But I need to go sleep very, very quickly. For it is late, and all the monsters are out. There's a witch there. We run, flee. Right. I'm definitely going to need another pickaxe and another shovel. Oh, wait, I have a second shovel. Okay, I might be alright, actually. I thought that was my only shovel. I'm so used to just running out of them from mining so much of the area. Right. He's adorable and mean. Your child, Letty. Your child is adorable and mean. How old is your child, out of interest? I should fill that in. That does not look very natural. So I'll do that. Do this. Around there. Okay. I think that looks somewhat okay, but it's really weird to try to gauge it without having this bit as well. So, I think I'm going to have to go decently far back this way, because this is all steeper by default. And then around like that. That meets up. So that's a pretty sizable section, right? This can get up to somewhere around this height, and then I'll just push all of that back so it looks a bit more sort of suitable for the area. There's so much actual, like, landscaping. Latin's so annoying. Translation in German doesn't even make sense anymore. It's so annoying. Oh, I'm sorry, Leila. I wish I could help you, but I just don't know Latin. I didn't even know Latin was still taught. I thought it was, like, a defunct subject now. Because in the UK, at least, it used to be a mandatory thing, I think. And then, eventually the school board was just like, why are we still teaching this? It's not useful. Like, it's useful when you go on to study why other languages are the way they are. But if you just want to go on and learn another language, it's not that helpful all the time. Just like, you're learning a language to help with other languages, just start with the other one. I think that's what they sort of decided on the ends. They were just like, okay, well, we'll get rid of it. So. Your stepdad's only teaching you how to curse in German. Well, that's what you need to know. Especially in German. It must sound really powerful. Right. You know, I might actually have to go a bit further in that way as well. If I do this, I sort of mine it out to how I'm imagining the ground's going to look. Then I can get rid of everything above it, and then replace the top level with dirt, and that should look natural, right? So I think this is going to look alright, I don't know. I mean, I can obviously make adjustments if it isn't, but we're so late into the stream, I just sort of want to put it down and then be done. Okay, it's actually kind of working. I think I'll fill this slightly more. Oh, no. It's so weird trying to think of it. I can imagine it, how it's going to look in the end. It's just sort of trying to get it right. It's really awkward trying to... Like, 'cause, you know, I can picture it. If I step back and I'm like, okay, imagine this open. But I can't see the actual fine details where I know, okay, the edge should look like this, or this should come out this far, or something. It's really annoying. I understand it probably isn't the most entertaining thing to watch, because I'm not really explaining what I'm doing. I'm just sort of going by feel. But, hopefully that's okay. Right. We hit 2 hours. According to my streaming software, it's been 2 hours and 10 minutes. It's been even longer. To be fair, last night's stream was like 2 hours 40 minutes or something in the end. It was quite long. Quite long? Quite long. Why can't I speak? My brain goes like, hey, say this word, and then my mouth's like, it's this syllable, right? It's like, no, yeah, it's this syllable, right? No, it's not. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna go with this. It's so annoying. Right. Nope. That's not what I wanted. If I just cover up all of the stone that's visible. If I just do that. Does that look okay? Because surely that has to look somewhat natural, right? It's obviously not going to be perfect, but at least for now, and then I can make some fine adjustments. It's trying to get the fine balance. I don't want it to be too steep, but I also don't want it to be like really, really flat. So I kind of like the idea. I mean, I'm trying to make over there quite flat, so I'd like it if over here was kind of had a mountainous vibe. You're going to work on your script and watch the stream? Okay. Oh, okay. Great. Of course the shovel breaks. We've still got to do that bit as well now. Okay, actually that's looking quite decent. I need to wait till the grass is on to really grasp how it looks, but it's not looking too bad. May I ask what kind of script you're working on, Latte? Out of interest. I assume it's the one that you were saying before would fit me quite well. Take a chance to sort my inventory out while I'm here as well. Because it is a mess. Right. I'll keep one stack of dirt because I'm probably going to need it for replacing the stone. No. Go in the chest. I just put copper in food. That's not what I wanted. It's kind of annoying because from afar, I can't see what it looks like. The bridge is in the way now, which is really dumb because I know I've just spent ages building a bridge, but it's like I have to stand here. This is as far as I can get. Alright, I think I'm going to make this bit quite steep. So, like, this sort of comes down, I guess. So if I mine it out like this... like that. So if I just fill that bit in with dirt for now. Probably do a rounding it out slightly, but then it's like that goes straight onto that. And then this works its way up slowly. So that's sort of the edge that I'm working against. This is that tall. And then this can be like that. So I'm not too fussed about the sides, because it is supposed to be like a valley type of effect. Which I think we get. I'll just push this back a bit. Because that's what I was trying to do when my shovel broke. I think what I'll probably do is I'll get this to a point where I'm somewhat happy with it. Like, not incredibly happy. Not like it's done. But where I can at the very least sort of... I can step back from it and be okay stepping back from it. And then in the next stream maybe I'll try and finish it up to be a bit more what I'm imagining. Because it's close. It's just the fine details, and because I'm so sort of surrounded by doing it right now, I can't fully work out what it is that's missing. Or maybe what there's too much of. But this might sort the rest of it out anyway. That might just be what it needs. This middle bit looks a bit too steep. If I just... And then... Right. How was that? Because surely that can't be awful, right? I can't even see, it's too dark. I think it's... Whoa. I think it's alright. It isn't the very best, but at the very same time, it's like... It's acceptable, I guess. It's passable, at least for now. I think I'm probably best leaving it there. I'll just end up mining out the entire mountain if I just... if I keep trying to sort of level it out and perfect it right now. Need some time to let it sit. So I think... That's probably it for this stream, honestly. It's been a while just working on the world, but it's been a very successful time at the same time, so... Thank you for watching. Like I said, it's been very successful. Great to have your company. It sort of helped me get a bit more energetic as well. So if you're here at the start of the stream, you could probably tell just how tired I was, but I've got a bit more energy now talking to you all, so... yeah, just mention one more time, like I probably should in every stream, to be completely honest. If you want to help towards the membership goal, it's very cheap for a bronze membership, and you get early access to all the new videos uploaded, and it helps support the channel a great deal, so it's much appreciated. Yeah, I think that's it. I'm going to be streaming tomorrow again at 8 PM GMT, so hopefully I can see you guys there. If not, that's completely fine, but yeah, bye-bye for now.